fall or not to fall? Let's go. Untied shoelaces, steep stepping stairs, pigeon-toed feet. Beware, thumping and stumbling, almost a tumbling. Catch yourself quick or fall down in despair. You've lost your grip, you're falling down, trying not to trip. Will you touch the ground? Moment of truth. Will you stand tall? Stand up straight. Don't let yourself fall. Trying to center your balance, lest you fall on your face, keeping an upward stance while in a panicked haze. To fall or not to fall? That's the question with just one answer. Will you keep your head up or will gravity call?
Paralyzed, there I was on a sacrificial tip. We both looked at me, confused, not knowing what to do. I tell you now, life is a beautiful life. Death is another truth. Both coexist without one, our goal will not be fulfilled. But wait, is there a spark of light between the shoulders? Seems they're hiding something. What is it? What is between life and death? Is it our memories? Fantasies that cease to exist? Or could it be our dreams that never became real? I tried to get closer, but still they pushed me away. Is it like a virus, neither dead or alive, just there, waiting? I wish they told me what it was, but I never seemed to look at their faces. Since one was bright, but dull in emotion, and the other was dark, but all it ever wanted was recognition. A light breeze brushes past my face, flashes me with its soft touch, but then suddenly I wake up, not knowing what really lies between life and death. Maybe it was just a parallel universe that was solved by my curiosity.
Shut your eyes and escape into the realm of thought. Wander along the corridor of time and space aloud. Do you see it? That odd constant in the whirlpool of your imagination and recollection. How to describe it, I am unsure. Within the pockets of its being, gumdrops, pennies, and curled up balls of hair reside. Atop its snug and cozy surface, slumber and relaxation take form. Lovers embrace in the dips and curves of its architecture. Yet how to describe it, I am uncertain. Its strong, sturdy foundation is not a stranger to our hips. Never really appreciated nor given much thought. A companion to insomniacs, who prefer to watch a film to drown out their demons. A sheltering abode to husbands who've enraged their wives. A stage upon which siblings topple and wrestle each other, surrounded by their euphoria. An island for toddlers on the run from hot, fiery lava. Never really appreciated nor given much thought. Passed up as an everyday object with only one sole purpose. A spot to rest our rumps. I found the word for it. 'Twas on the tip of my tongue. A couch. And between its cushions lie all our memories, both major and minor in scale. Thank you.
Let me talk about a thing that I consider definite. A little talk, a little chat about the somewhat infinite. Now, I'll make it short and I'll keep it quick, a little over a minute. It considers the concept of the small infinitesimal, a little tinier than that of the negative decimal. Now, you've probably heard of this before because it's not wholly original. I'm talking particles and how they all relate to each other. The little fellas that are not seen by both you or your brother. This subatomic universe that isn't like any other. What lies between the little guys? What inhabits that zone? Are they creatures or a second universe in our own? Now, I'm truly sorry if I bore you because I don't need a drone. But the truth is that the possibilities are close to unlimited. So here's a list of what may be there, left completely unedited. dimensions, repetitions, a slew of odd apparitions, institutions, strange illusions, undiscovered new nations, destinations that are stationed with the worst of relations. So maybe whip out your phones or any electronic and let us continue to explore the universe subatomic.
The red gold. A foggy morning, dewdrops from the wet leaves. With every breath out, a fleeting misty cloud. The cold bites through every piece of clothing you've got on, leaving footprints in the moist soil as you scurry through the bush tracks with a bucket. Far in the distance, the red gold, like little roses in a rosarium. Some green, others yellow, even orange, but most a deep red, almost purple color. Anxious for you waited for its arrival, you start picking, being selective and carefully inspecting each cherry you pick to be certain it is as ripe as could be. Hours pass, but still no rest. Fingers sticky from the cellulose of the cherries. Every swallow of saliva, your throat fights for survival. Every muscle in your body aching, and your backbone on the verge of extinction. To stretch seems impossible, and every step with a bucket full of cherries causes your blood flow to lessen. The strong and fruity smell from the coffee you picked, you feel intoxicated. You remember the comfort of your bed. Why do this? Why pick coffee for hours daily to the point where you can't feel your hands at times? You want to do more. One thing is for sure. Coffee solves all these problems in one delightful little cup. Thank you.
You know that moment? The moment when two ships brought together by fate, passing in opposite directions, bound to intersect but yet held apart by the tides of chance. If you do, then haven't I got a story for you. Red light. It was the most unexpected thing. The car came to a halt as we waited for the light to change, but the light, like a teenage girl after a shower, changing took forever. My eyes glanced into the crosswalk ahead. And there she was. Crosswalk girl. Her red hair sparkled in the city light like stars in the country sky. Her eyes deeper than the bluest oceans, and I was a fish drowning in them. Oh, what I would give to be a fly on those rosy cheeks. I didn't know the first thing about her. I didn't know her name, who she was, what school she went to, where she lived. But all I knew that Crosswalk Girl was my future. And all I wanted was for Crosswalk Girl to look over into the car and notice me. I wanted the moment to last forever, like the minute when you're doing a plank or holding your breath. But the moment set past, the tides pushed and the ships passed on as she walked around the bend at the end of the crosswalk. That was it. She was gone. My heart empty like a finished cereal box. All I could do was wonder, who was she? Who was Crosswalk Girl? Thank you.
7 years. She read that in 7 years, every particle on your body has regenerated. She's waiting that in 7 years, she will no longer feel the dirt on her skin that they left. She's hoping that in 7 years, the mixture of the soft and callous hands on her burning skin will disappear. But even after 7 years, she will still remember the way her breath was caught in between her screams. So maybe after 14 years, she will no longer feel the need to scrub her skin till it's red, hoping to get every grain of filth caught in between her cells. She's hoping after 14 years, she will no longer hear the voice in her ear telling her to breathe, or it will only get worse from here. But even after 14 years, she will still feel her intoxicating breath on her skin, never forgetting the way her hair clung to her sweaty skin. So now she hopes that in the next 7 years, her breath will no longer get caught in her throat every time someone walks by. She's hoping that in the next 7 years, she will no longer have to put so much space between others just to feel safe. And she's hoping that in the next 7 years, the promise that they made each other still stands, and no one wins their bet. Because in the next 7 years, she will no longer be the same person she was 7 years ago. Thank you.